Story time. In 2020, everything shut down. There was nowhere to go, nothing. Work was from home. Pretty much, we were all in lockdown. We all remember it. We've all lived through it. Hopefully. If you're 6 months old, please kindly leave my channel. But during that time, I reintroduced myself to the Zelda series. And I quickly got myself into Zelda theories. That's something I find fascinating and something I'm passionate about. So eventually it got to the point where I had watched so many, there wasn't really anything new coming out. YouTubers would only upload like once a week, which I understand now. Like, that's perfectly reasonable to upload once a week. But at the time, I just wanted new content, and I wanted to be able to share my ideas with other people. So I made the Masked Majora channel, or at the time, it was known as Masked Penguin. I like penguins. Why are you looking at me like that? So I thought, to celebrate my 1-year anniversary here on the tube, we'd react to some of my older videos and, I don't know, see how I improved, if I did. So let's get into it. So despite if you go on my channel, and it looks like it says my first video was on October 28th, I actually did upload a video the first day I got my channel. The reason why you can no longer see it is because it was terrible. In fact, it was so bad that I didn't unlist it. I completely deleted it off of YouTube. But, thankfully, or unfortunately, whichever, there is still some trace of this video on Powtoons, because at the time I didn't know how to edit videos, so this will be fun. You know, I'm looking at this and I'm already hating it. This is a stock photo I found on, Google Images? I don't even know where I found this, and quite frankly, I'm too scared to look it up. Alright, let's get this monstrosity over with. Masked Penguin. Oh, this is when I was going by Masked Penguin.
Zelda Breath of the Wild is an amazing game, but this game also leaves some questions. For example, its timeline placement.
I'm sorry, that transition. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is an amazing game. Let's talk about the timeline. I will give myself some credit saying I had to keep this video under 3 minutes, but, still, that's just like a slap in the face.
Which is not a popular topic.
Oh, hello stock photo me, apparently. Is this supposed to be me? Oh god, it's terrible. I think this is back before I started doing digital art, so, now I have my character sprite that you see in most of my videos, but, I couldn't have done anything more original. Really. Don't talk about that. I wish I didn't make this video, oh god.
Mainly because it references every single timeline branch that it seems impossible to pinpoint where it is. So let's look at how the timeline split. Either Ganon kills Link with the Triforce of Power,
You just kills Link, doesn't have to.
or Zelda sends in Home with the Triforce of Wisdom, each using the Triforce.
Didn't she use the ocarina?
Which makes sense because we know the Triforce has the power to make any wish a reality. But what does this have to do with...
Wait, this is a whole nother person. It's a whole nother character. What?
But forget everything I just said for a moment and focus on one place. The Temple of Time. Well, why this place?
Why do I need to forget everything you just said?
This one place will
Again?
help me decide exactly where Breath of...
This is a whole nother person. Hold up. Even the eye shape it's different. What was I thinking?
Breath of the Wild is on the Zelda timeline. Crazy, right?
No.
But just wait.
This entire video is crazy.
There is another place where we see the Temple of Time and Ocarina of Time.
What? Really?
Well, in
I
the
had
old
absolutely no
timeline,
idea.
everything's flooded, so it can't be there. In the child timeline, we do see the Temple of Time, but it's in much more ruined state than Breath of the Wild, so it can't be there. Which leaves the Downfall timeline.
So I was really vague with this. What I was trying to say was, at the time I was trying to say, since the Temple of Time is in both Ocarina of Time and Breath of the Wild, whichever timeline mirrors the Temple of Time state the best has to be that timeline. Which, now that I look back on it, is really foolish, because judging by the architecture of the Temple of Time, it looks like it's been renovated or rebuilt, so yeah. Good job on being dumb, me. Do your research.
But this still has some flaws.
That makes no sense. It does
For
not.
example, why are the Zors and Rito living together? Now that I think about it, how come the Zors are the mindless fish monsters we see only to the past?
Because game
Well,
does said
remember
so.
that thing called the Triforce has the power to make any wish a reality? What if there was neither Link and Zelda, and with the power of 8 sages, or heroines, Zelda claimed the Triforce?
What? Whoa, 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 whoa.
With the Triforce...
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Why did I bring the heroines up? I'm pretty sure they're not even supposed to be sages. Like, there are 8 of them. Why did I... Oh, this is rough.
With the Triforce, she brought the inhabitants from the child and adult timeline into her timeline, creating a current timeline.
Timing for the effects was terrible.
This would also explain the sealing power. It wasn't Hylia's, it was the Triforce, passed down.
But I bring no
Well,
evidence
what
for
do you think?
that.
Is it the Triforce?
The video's
Or
already
what
done.
else
It's only
happened?
been, like,
Let me know in the
2
comments.
minutes.
I'd really love to hear what you have to say.
Well, there's a thank you. You are so not welcome. I hate you, younger me, for making this. Just stop. No, no. Why is this still here? I thought I deleted this off YouTube. What? Oh, dear Lord. Alright, let's just pretend this doesn't exist and that I didn't have to go back to Powtoons for no reason. And let's just move on with the next video, shall we? Okay, we got the full screen magic. Look, we have another lovely stock photo that I found online, apparently. Alright. Still my spoon. I've got some healing in the background.
Which is one of my all-time favorite games.
Link to the Past is
Since this
better.
game is set in a post-apocalyptic world, it makes sense that it's littered with ruins. One of these ruins being the Royal Ancient Tech God.
I sound a lot
doesn't
more
really
tired
have
in
very
this
much
video.
left. But thanks to the demo for Hyrule Warriors that came out earlier today, we can now see what the lab looked
Oh,
like
this is back when the
100 years
demo
ago.
came out.
This is what the Royal Ancient Tech
Oh, I
God
can
used to look
see
like.
the pixels.
And let me say, this place is huge.
Really?
So why isn't there anything left of it at all?
Oh, well, let me tell you. You see, there were guardians, and they saw a building next to Hyrule Castle. And I don't know if you know, but the guardians came from Hyrule Castle, and they saw a building, and they went, nope!
Masterworks suggests that the destruction of this lab was intentional. But if
I don't trust Masterworks. I'm gonna be honest. I don't trust it at all.
that's the case, why didn't they destroy the Hateno lab as well? I knew I wasn't going to get answers from Breath of the Wild. So I turned to Hyrule Warriors demo for answers, and what do you know?
Big mistake. Alright, I want you guys to realize something. When I turn to Hyrule Warriors for answers, that's usually my last result. Like, this game, it was terrible, in my opinion. If you liked it, good for you. I'm glad you got your money's worth it. I personally hate the game.
I found some. The lab's destruction is all because of the little egg guardian we see. In the
Little
demo, the
Terrako?
little guy goes back in time to try and stop the calamity. Obviously, this would be a huge problem for Ganon's forces, because the little guy could just keep going back in time to ensure that Ganon fails.
Yeah, why didn't he
Because the
just do
Tiny
that
Guardian
instead
wasn't
of
with the other
summoning all the
champions
champion
when the calamity
descendants?
struck. The only other place I think he could be was the tech lab itself.
Nope, because it's in a different
Maybe Ganon
timeline.
knows. He sent swarms of guardians after the little guy to destroy him to ensure that Ganon would win. The Royal Ancient
Nah,
Lab
because
was
why would we
destroyed,
have an ending that
overwhelmed
was
by
actually
guardians,
good?
and the little guy was no more.
Nah, because he died and then he just came back to
Thinking
die
about
again.
The fate of this little guy makes me want to cry.
Nah,
More
I
than
felt
beating Cloud
zero
King,
attachment
all
to
the
this
more
kid.
satisfying.
Like, Terrako didn't even cry
What
when
do
he
you
died.
think?
Why do I have a
Is it
Starbucks
genius or
cup?
insane? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys have
What?
to say. And have a great day.
So I only have time for one more, so I'm gonna watch this one. And if I remember correctly, this is the video when I first actually started using video editing software instead of Powtoons. So let's see how bad this is. That old intro right there? I made that on like Windows Movie Makers. Oh, it's terrible. Also, here is our third and final stock photo that I found on Pixabay and still use in my videos because it looks nice.
Hey guys, it's Masked Penguin, here with another...
Why do I sound so sad in this? Did someone hurt me? Am I alright? I think I was just tired when I was recording this.
Zonai and Sheikah theory. Note that there are some spoilers.
That
for
or I
how
didn't want my
there's
roommate.
calamities demo in here.
That or I didn't want my
So,
roommates to hear me.
Be aware of that, and let's get started.
Alright everyone, if you haven't played the Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity demo that came out like 8 months ago, or whenever that game came out, leave!
So in the demo, we see a Sheikah-made guardian opening a portal through time.
Little Terrakill.
And I started thinking, if the Sheikah were capable of making time portals, what else were they capable of? And who could they hurt along the way?
Quite literally all of Hyrule.
So odds are, if you're a fan of Breath of the Wild,
Why is the
then
Zonai
you
swirl
know
so
about
big?
the Zonai tribe, an
Nope.
ancient civilization that vanished.
Very few fans
10,000
actually do
years
know
ago.
about that.
So at first glance, it
This
looks
is the
like
first
the
time I
Zonai
timed the
and the
music, though.
Sheikah were allies because so many of their ruins were shrines. But if you look closely, it becomes clear that the Sheikah repurposed their ruins to hold the shrines, as well as built 3 labyrinths to resemble Zonai architecture. I'd like to point out that the Zonai were a savage, warlike tribe that existed in Hyrule long.
I love how I quote creating a champion, but I don't manage to put from creating a champion. Like, I think people would believe me a lot more if I did that.
ago.
I think
And
this
the
is
thing
back
I'd like
before
to
I
point out
knew how to
about the
use
Zonai's armor
video
that Guardian
footage,
is
so
is that it has
I was
propulsion
just using
that is supposed
images.
to raise your fighting spirit and attack power.
Mm-hmm.
If this paint looks familiar, it should, because it is seen on the
It's the
silver
almighty
was
gods, the
supposed to be
game
directly
devs.
influenced by Ganon. This leaves me to believe that the Zonai were voluntarily a part of Ganon's army.
Couldn't they maybe just kill the
In other
silver
words, an
enemies and
enemy
grab their
to the
paint?
Sheikah. And let's just say the Sheikah have not taken heaven enemies very well in the past.
What makes you say
And if you're
that?
asking what the heck does this have to do with the Sheikah, this sounds more like Zonai talk. Remember that the Zonai were not only enemies to the Sheikah, but also to the royal family that the Sheikah swore to protect.
When your teacher prints out
I
a
believe
picture
that there
for
was a
you to
battle
look at
between the
online,
Sheikah
it's
the
black and
Zonai,
white.
where the Sheikah forced the Zonai underground. But the Zonai were cunning and found a way to serve their leader even underground.
You can see the YouTube play button. Like there's Nintendo logo, there's... What?
By resurrecting the Calamity. After the first Calamity, the royal family, fed up with the Sheikah's stain on history,
The royal family
banished
just
their
scared of power.
technology. Now you may be asking me where my evidence is, and the evidence is actually
The evidence is I
in the
don't have it.
ruins.
I just want you to believe me.
If the Zonai and Sheikah were enemies, it would make sense why they decided to make their ruins into places to hold shrines. But if they were allies, I feel like they would have done something to try and preserve the ruins. Or if they weren't on any side at all, I feel like they would have at least left the ruins alone.
Nah, because this is a Sheikah we're talking about. They have no respect for anyone but
A
Hylia.
device for time travel, and I started thinking that maybe they wanted to go back in time to try and prevent the battle that forced the Zonai underground to save Hyrule, but because their technology was banished, the construction or development on the sky stopped.
Nope. Because it was built by a baby 4-year-old.
that's all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this
It's the
story
Wind Waker music!
on how the
Oh my gosh, I
Sheikah
used this music
destroyed
for my outro
Hyrule.
so many times.
And let me know what you think about it in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Am I insane or
Yep.
genius? Let me know. Have an amazing day.
I didn't even ask you to subscribe. This was please subscribe. Hey, if you're watching this video, subscribe. If you've made it this far throughout the video, I want to say thank you. I know that I'm annoying and I stutter a lot and I take forever to speak and overall I'm just weird, but it means a lot that you guys take your time out to listen to me. I've really been enjoying this last year on YouTube. I've done a lot of things that I'm proud of and I've learned a lot of stuff that will stick with me throughout my life. I look forward to the next year and many more to come. I'm Master Majora, and I'll see you guys later.